Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now I want to say in advance that I'm sorry if you hear any keyboard and mouse clicks during the video and that I might butcher some words. English is not my native language and so on. I will also point out that this is simply something I did in my spare time during my Wildlands experience, and if you found these outfits good or bad, simply post in the comments what you think could have been better with them, how you think they could have been improved, and also in what order, ranking them from 1 to 6, 1 being the best looking one while 6 is the least good looking one. Let's go with the first one. The first one is a simple ghillie suit. This one is probably the one I've been using the most as a camouflaged stealth sniper and spotter. This one I have been using from the start for the most part in Itakoa, and have for the most part been used. I've been using for the most part those words. This one I have been using usually in the northern western part of the game because of thick jungle and forest parts near camps, which have made this suit outfit quite good looking, and for all you role players out there that want to use this. Now I'm not gonna show the outfits with skins at the same time, like skin that look exactly like the boots or something, because I'm not a good person. This is one of my first videos and so on. So it's probably gonna take me too long time to simply scroll down and use skin, because you need to change it. Now a good thing they could have been improving World Wildlands is simply add so that you with the weapon camo change depending on the outfit you are using. So if I use this one, for example, it will use the exact same one that I'm using on the weapon while wearing this, and if I change to another one, it will change to a entirely different one. And there you hear a random explosion, which can be heard all over Bolivia 24/7. Pretty much all the time you will hear a random explosion of random things and random flashbang, freaking flares. Flares is the word we are looking for. Like I said before, English is not my native language, and so on. So on. Like I said before, also. So on is words I'm gonna use a lot. Now, like I said before, this one is pretty much for all role players, and if you want to stealth and be looking like a fucking ghost warrior or something from that franchise, this is pretty much what you are looking for. Now if we move on to the next one, it will be the snow one. If the game can load it, because my PC is pretty shit, man, if you know what I mean. Now the next one is pretty much a snow one. This was only used, it can only be used for all you role players out there in the one in the far left south corner in the zone called Inca Simina. Am I pronouncing that right? Inca Casima. Camina is it? Oh, okay. This one is pretty much only a snow one. Shut up. Stupid AI. Now, this is pretty much just a snow one. Got some camo on the armor, and pretty much a full white one. Now the hat is kind of grayish white color. This is simply because there was no white color, but in some ways it's actually quite fitting the gray style to the hat. It's simply matching the knee pads, the boots, and the armor we have on our chest plate. So, like I said before, this is simply something you will simply use in Inca Samina, the Inca Samina zone. It's quite fitting actually with the gun you will get there from the boss. I think it's Shikamala. Here it is, which is also entirely white, which makes it fitting with the color, which makes it so good. Now moving on to the second one. This is also something you will something if you have been playing the game before. It will load sometimes the set 0 one, which is quite annoying if you I don't remember how to trigger it. Now you see the second. Ah, shit, fuck's sake. I'm gonna get restricted right there. Okay. Moving on to the next one, we got the desert style. This is one you are gonna use a lot, and I say a lot, in the northern west side of Bolivia, because yeah, it's pretty much, I would say around 40%. Nah, let's say 30% of the entire map will be desert slash non-forest area like style. So this one will be pretty good. Now this one is pretty much an kinda Iraq style, American outfit the Marines are using there. Now I'm not American specialist in the army and so on, so this is just simply that I have just bring up from the memory and so on. I use the bandana here in the with a bit light brownish color, because I simply think it's looking quite good, you know, if we had sandstorms. Oh, it would have been so nice with sandstorm like a sandstorm like style in Kwani or something in the it would have been so nice in the game actually if we had a desert like. I know that Kwani is a desert like one, but it's simply Kwani is simply just a mountains on the east side, and pretty much just white, I don't know how to say it really, just flatland, honestly, just flatland. Kwani, just flatland all over the place. Now I have not tested actually, but it might be possible to use the snow one in Kwani because of all the whiteness, but I have not tested that yet. Now this was, like I said before, was something just something I made up in my mind with the rest. The first one was pretty much just a ghillie suit in a forest jungle like area with a sniper rifle. The first one was pretty much just a snow special ops team. The second one is a desert like special ops team. Now we're gonna go over to the third one, or the fourth one honestly, but we got 0, so makes it a little bit harder. Now moving on to the fourth one is pretty much an Unidad outfit. Now this one is quite nice, honestly. I like this one a lot, honestly. Now I'm gonna get attacked, probably. Might Unidad helicopter coming to shoot me down, even though I am one of them. Now this one is quite special, because I think that this one is honestly for all players who want to have this one. This one is only good, not only good, but it looks so sweet when you are using it in TvoidR zone, which is in the here, in this area, in the 5 skull against General Barrow. Why is because this is Unidad's headquarters, pretty much. This is, you will only face Unidads there, pretty much. You will face like 99% Unidads and 1% Santa Blanca, if you are lucky. If you are lucky. If you are lucky with the RNG of Wildlands and Ubisoft game, but as we all know, that might be a hard thing. Now, this one is pretty nice because this one makes you into a pretty much a SWAT gear unit. You're pretty much ready. All that is missing is a riot shield. If you have like 4 people using this one, you just try to breach a room. Pretty much a Rainbow Six Siege outfit, I would pretty much say. This one looks pretty good. Now moving on to the 4th one. This was probably the one I did at least. Now a little annoying thing you will might see is that I am showing the future outfits I am gonna show. Now this is just on my part, problem on my part, because I am pretty bad in doing this. Now this one I did probably least work on, or least time work on, because yeah, it was pretty much just a filler one. Now you might notice the shadows are pretty shit. Now this is because we are, and textures, is because we are in a jungle. Now the jungle is a damn FPS bomb, pretty much. You will pretty much get fucked up on your FPS. Now, like I said before, I did not do much on this one, just put on some camouflage and so on. If you see there, I am actually using a cigar. Let's see if we can find it in accessories. Here we go, El Jeffer cigar. You can see it here. I think it looks quite good actually. My character is smoking while wearing a suit in the jungle while trying to camouflage themselves. That's quite good. Now I think wearing this one will pretty much be in the south part, Malka pretty much will be a good one with this one, pretty much here in this area. This is for the most part a grass, I would say a grass mountain-like. This one will be pretty good. Grass mountain-like places, this one will probably be quite good. Now annoying part I have seen with this one is if you see like this, doing this. This might be because of the settings I am using, which is probably it, but for me this one is probably the one I have also used the least. Even one like this one I have been using more, simply because even if this one is pretty much just something I use in TvoidR, or if I'm going into a Unidad what do we call it? Outpost. Now, this is something I usually use when I'm going into a Unidad outpost in TvoidR, which was pretty nice with this one. While this one might have more uses all over the map, or in more places than the third one, I simply think that this one looks way more better and so on, and this one is probably the one I would choose the least to use and probably will not use so much. Now moving on to the 5th one. This is pretty much a, like other people call it, a casual, but I feel it's more like a melting into the cities with the citizens. Now, it's quite hard to say, yeah, I'm gonna be among the citizens while the Santa Blanca is moving around in the city, because yeah, you're moving on with your guns on your back, so, and you're white, so they are pretty much gonna shoot you instantly even before. You're pretty vulnerable also if you're using this one, I feel like, because you're gonna get impaled by bullets faster than fucking what is he called? Bill Cosby of rape allegations. Yes, pretty much. Now, the tattoos, in my opinion, looks awesome, and that is why I pretty much use a so-called casual outfit, as we say it once again, because as you can see on all the others, I have pretty much a fully cover, no skin like stuff on my characters on every single one except for number 5th one. You can also say this is a female version of Duke Nukem if I change the hair and so on, because of all the red and black. Been a while since I've seen Nuke Nukem, especially the last game really being pretty much the most shittiest ever. I wonder if it's worse than Red Dead Redemption, which it is probably not, but still. Gonna like the cigar on your swing. Also on the number 4 one, you will pretty much never see, it's pretty hard to see the face. I mean, yeah, you can see it on this one. Yeah. When you come to the different ghillie suits, you can use, pretty much hate this one the most, because as I'm going back to all the others again, because you'll pretty much cover your entire face with that one. Now it might be good, I mean, in Nomex extension. Now when I think about it, this one is probably the worst one in my opinion. Looks so shitty in some ways, man. Looks so shitty. This one is probably one of the least at least, but yeah. At least with the 6th one, is that you will, like I said before, yes, you will pretty much see the face on this one with the cigar, while all the others also is a cover up on the face. Here we are using the bandana, here we are using a full cover. I don't know what it is called once again, but you know what I might mean, that stuff here. We are using the full cover, so you can only see the eyes. This one is pretty much using the bandana again. This one is pretty much the cover up, just like the first one. Black versus white, man. Which one is the best? That is the question. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. This is the outfit I've been making while playing Ghost Recon, and those I think that are pretty much, in my opinion, good ones. I have not seen many other videos covering different outfits on your characters and so on. I know that one that is covered a lot, might be covered a lot, is some kind of ghillie suit and or casual, a casual one, which is pretty much the 5th one, the first one, and the 5th one, 5th and 6th one, and 1st one. Those are pretty much the one that are we are gonna see probably the most when it comes to these kinds of videos. Now I want to thank everyone, and I hope you have enjoyed our little spare time we have been using here. And I hope that we are gonna see each other sometime. See you out there, ghosts.